Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is CSRKPOP.
Oh my god! What is that?
And for today, as I promised in my last video, I'm going to do a story time. I decided to do a look because today, if you guys haven't watched my video on the non-stop learning the dance for 24 hours, yeah, today's the day where I'm gonna like probably perform that in my room or something because I didn't have time to do it at my auntie's house and my phone was messing up. So I'm gonna put on this wig that I got from Your Style. If you guys didn't see my video on being a soft girl, yeah, this is where it was from. This is where the wig was from. Oh wow.
Bruh, look at this dude. Wait till you see the.
We'd love to have you here. Yeah, I'm gonna do like some sort of like girl group-esque look.
No, 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 no.
Wow. Wow. What I'm just gonna put this up. I don't know where my big rollers have gone, but I'm gonna use the small ones to. Yeah. Why is this not working? Let me take this off. I'm probably like. So yeah, I couldn't find the other butterfly clip like this, so I put like a pin. This video is gonna be a story time about how this witch in my freaking class decided to be jealous of me. I don't even know why. Well, I probably do know why. And, you know, started like acting up during class. So guys, if you're new to my channel, please, I would implore you guys to subscribe and like this video because it helps the algorithm. And if you're already a returning subscriber, please like this video and share the word around so that it could help the algorithm. And I realized that most of my story times were to do with that as well. So this one's pretty different because I would only say experiences from when I was in the club. I'll give you some background info. Oh, there was too much. I've been studying Korean for 3 years now, I think. My last semester in university before we left because of Miss Rona. I wanted to see whether I can learn Korean in like a class-based setting because I feel like if I was given like homework and things to do, it will motivate me to keep studying Korean because when I was in my second semester of uni, I really wasn't doing that much studying Korean. I was just like studying my course, which is obviously what we're here to do. I didn't really have an opportunity to learn Korean then. So that's why I decided to just go to this introductory class. Now, how I got introduced to that introductory class, it was through my work actually, because I work with the university, and it was like an international student freshers week. So I had to help out, and they were giving out leaflets and flyers of like lessons you can do, like language lessons, and then I was like, oh okay. I even asked my employer whether I can do that, and then she was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, let me just do it. Let me go to it. So I signed up for the class, and they were like, okay, you're all set and ready to go. You're going to this place. Da 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 da. So I was like thinking, okay, so I have time for it. And then when the day came for me to study Korean, go to the Korean class, introductory class. First of all, I was late because I thought the place was in the same building as where I was learning my Italian because I have a minor which was in Italian, a language. We have to take like a language course or like things not to do with your degree, but it's like to help you like better be like. It gives you an advantage and an extra push, and it gives you that extra credits anyway. So I was taking extra credit classes and I was doing Italian. I remember. So when the lesson ended, I had to go to the thing. So I went upstairs, and then I realized that the whole area was the Chinese center. So I was like, oh, okay, so it's probably not in here. So then I checked back on my email on my phone, and then I realized it's in a whole other building. So I booked it. I was running, I was speed walking, and people were looking at me like I was a crazy woman. I ended up finding the classroom. I went to the receptionist. I was like,
Where is the Korean class?
like, oh, it's just down the hall on the left. I was like, okay, thank you. So I went down, and then I saw that they've already started. They already started saying like 안녕하세요, 저는 da 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 da. So I was like, oh hi, and then I didn't realize that this was actually beginner classes, and I was already past that. Funnily enough, on Talk to Me in Korean, I'm a level 5. Technically, I am an intermediate. I don't know how that happened. So yeah, they were doing like 안녕하세요, 저는 da da. I was like, oh, I already know this. And I got put onto a table with one girl that was sitting by herself, I think. Yeah, she was sitting by herself. Funnily enough, I knew the teacher. He was a fellow student, and I was surprised because like I was just thinking, oh, you can get paid for this. He was like an acquaintance of one of the people that was in my society. So I'd always see him at like society events and stuff, talking to this girl. I think he had like a crush on her or something, but I don't think the girl liked him or something. Well, I don't know what happened there. But yeah, it was kind of awkward because I'd whenever I'd see him, I'd just be like, oh hi and stuff. So I don't know whether I should describe him. Let me call him Taehyung. So Taehyung was, let me describe him. He had like glasses and the bowl cut hairstyle, quite skinny, turtleneck with like suit pants and hiking shoes. That was basically his daily wear. So yeah, I got put next to this girl on this table, and it was like at the back, and she was really nice. I'm gonna call her Anita because she comes up in the story as well. So me and Anita were hitting it off. She said that she was she was an engineer. Yeah, that was her major, and she wanted to learn Korean because she's interested in K-dramas, not the K-pop, but just K-dramas. So yeah, that's why she decided to just check out the class and see if it was worth paying, because this was just like a free class. After that, if you wanted to join, you'd have to pay. So then I was like, oh yeah, I told her my reasons, and I was like, I wanted to see whether it would be different learning in a class than myself. And she was like, oh yeah, how long have you been learning? And I was like, oh, been learning for the past 3 years. And she was like, wow, that's long. And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, oh, but you must be very good. And we were just like having a conversation like that. And then activity turned into like, you'd have to do it on your whole table. But since we had only 2 people, and other tables, there was 3 other tables, and there was one table full of girls, and there was one boy that was Chinese. And there was another table with like 2 girls, same as us 2. The teacher asked me and her to move over to the other table, and I could see this girl, like this. She looked so innocent. She's like petite, 5'1". Basically, she looks like Kim Hana, I think, or basically like Jang Sejin. If you watch The Promise, yeah, I'll put a picture of her. That's how she looks like. Like, you can tell from her face that she was so annoyed. Like, she was like not having it. So I was just like, okay, let me just come to this, because I did not come to this class to make friends. And if I did, well, yeah. By the way, I also saw like some of my friends from my society. They came as well. That was cool. Within the class, everything was blase. And then the talk turned into like, oh, we were doing like the 안녕하세요, 저는 where are you from? I am from this place. And then we were practicing it on the table, and I was introducing myself, and the girl that was with me was introducing herself as well. And then like the witch, she introduced herself. She was like, oh, I'm from Taiwan. I've been to Korea. And then I noticed that she had like BT21 merch on her. So I was like, oh, that's cute. Like, is Jin your favorite? And then she was like, uh, yeah, Jin is my favorite. But I think I like Jungkook more. That was basically what she said. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Um, she never asked me what my favorite was, so I never told her. So then, and then the teacher was like, he was actually going around to see how well we were doing. When it came to me, he asked me like, how are you? And I was like, 안녕하세요, 저는 무슬림이다. And then he was like, oh,
your pronunciation is so good. Oh my gosh. Do you know Korean?
and I was like, well, I have been learning it like 3 years. But I don't think I'm that good. And then he was like,
No, you're good. Like, I don't think you actually need this lesson. You may need to go to like an intermediate class.
I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. So then the girl, I looked over at her. She was just like, the girl that was with her, the other girl that was with her was Malaysian, and I think they bonded because they both been to Korea, because they lived in Asian countries, so it's cheaper and easier for them to travel in and out to Korea and stuff. So that's why like they're able to do that. And then I was like, okay. And even Anita was like, she was looking at me like, did you like upset her or something? I was just like, I don't know what I did, but so be it. She wants to start trouble, she can do her own trouble. And for me, I'm not the type of, I'll wait until like you tell me what's wrong with anything I did. So I was talking to the teacher, and then she just butt in and she was like, yeah, can I have help with this? Like, she was like,
oh, I don't really know how to like say this.
but she has like the features that like are like Korean standards, like the white skin, big eyes, small face, and stuff like that. So obviously he was a bit flustered. He was like,
Oh yeah, let me help you.
and then he stayed on our table for a long time until there was this woman that was supervising, just to make sure that he like promotes the lessons, like to pay for the program. And then she was telling him, oh, you need to go on to the next thing. He was like, oh yeah, I remember. So basically that girl basically like made him forget what he was doing. He carried on with the next bit of the lesson, which is like, how many countries have you been? And she was like, he was going around, he was like, he needed a volunteer. And I think he asked the girl put her hand up. And then he was like, like they were doing the full conversation.
And then she was like, oh, I don't know how to pronounce it. She was like, 안녕하세요.
And then he was like, he was helping her. And then she kind of realized how like, I won't say stupid, I don't want to be rude, but like how childish she was being. So she needed to like focus on the lesson, because literally if this doesn't go well and you end up paying for it and you end up not liking it, then there's no point of you like staying for the lesson. So he gave us a sheet of paper, and we had to go to different people and like get their information. And for me, I'm a stickler for the rules, so Anita was like, oh, you could just fill out my information. And I kind of didn't want to, like, I wanted to have the conversation, but like, yeah. But she asked me like for help anyways. The Malaysian girl and Anita asked me for help, because after when the teacher was telling me that, oh, your pronunciation is good, like, you know this, I was like, oh, okay. He basically gassed me up, and then the girls were like, oh yeah, you should help us, whatever. And then the witch was like, she was not having any of it. So yeah, this is the eyeliner from the last video, the Unni Art S Art liner, and I'm gonna use it. No, when we were doing the activity, we were going around, I asked my friends from that society, obviously, because, it's much more easier for me to talk to them. And I was also helping them with their pronunciation, and then, like, some more people came over to me and asked me for help. I was like, I'm not teaching, so I'm not a teacher here. So then, that girl got so, like, she was just looking at me throughout the whole thing. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I ain't here to, like, play. So I was generally going there to see whether I can see myself in the classroom setting, and I think I realized at the end of it that I don't think that I would love to do that, because he put me like on the spot. I mean, I would love to go there if I had pronunciation issues, but seeing that him and my other like Korean friends, online pen pals always say that my pronunciation is good and my understanding is good. I don't think I need to go in the classroom. So I think I'm gonna keep working by myself. So if you guys want me to do like how to be better at pronouncing Korean words and also like how I study Korean, please let me know because I have taken up studying Korean more seriously during this quarantine. So I'll be happy to do that for you. So yeah, I decided to leave early because after that class I had the society to go to, I think. No, I just went home. I think I just went home. Yeah. I just went home and like me and Anita became good friends. Although we don't talk anymore now, so yeah. I do see her from time to time, so when she does see me, she's like, "Oh hi, how are you?" And like throughout the whole thing, she was like asking me whether I angered the girl, and I kid you not, I did nothing to her. So I don't know why she ended up disliking me. Maybe it's because I showed off a bit too much. I really didn't want to. Ooh, my makeup is looking alright. So, let me just take this out. So guys, this is what my makeup looks like. What do you guys think? My makeup. So guys, if you like that video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, comment down below and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing some more reactions, unrequested reactions, because there's been some people that asked me to react to international K-pop idols, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, I'm also gonna do the dance for the other videos. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. But don't mind that. That's like, I don't know what happened there. I want to paint it off, but like I don't have to. And that, I'm painting like the whole door white, so don't worry about that. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.